And good morning again, everybody, and to my cat who just decided to join me over here because, hey, it's time to start, and why wouldn't the cat be here? it's how this works, isn't it, guys? No, welcome in, everybody. Good to see you once again, and let me flip this right on over, because it's time to grease me up, woman. That's a little too fitting for this one and a little too scary at the moment. On that note, though, we got a good matchup once again, divisional matchup for that matter. And on the left side, we got PrincezzxDiana, your Tampa Bay Buccaneer representative. And on the right side, Cdrbystro, as you can see, your Scottish representative of the Carolina Panthers. I was waiting for it. Hence why, if you guys look at the split link, I've named it as such. I was waiting for it. Like that ruh-roh rage. Love the shirt too. Oh my god, that's great. Wow, it straight up ate my message, but there's a link for you to get into both of their channels. Hopefully Spazbot showed up for everybody. That should be the catguard.net link to get into both Diana and Bystro's channel. Go in there and wish them luck. Hopefully you're not scared by a man in face paint. You've seen the warning. Enough said. We need Braveheart gifts. We need them now. I'm with Ravager on this. On that note, though, like I said, we're going to do a best 2 out of 3 race using Isaac on both sides. And we're going to have the same... We're going to have the same save file. So it is Platinum God on both sides here. Every single item is... He has one, doesn't he? Oh, Lord. I'm waiting for it. He has one. I believe we've called this out. But again, it's Platinum God. Every item is unlocked. They both have that same save file. You'll see it in a second, I guarantee. But we're going to do a best 2 out of 3 through the womb, too. You can see the zeros at the bottom of the screen. We'll add a point on. See? Wait for it. Freedom! Told you. Told you it was going to happen. Anyways, like I was saying, we'll do a best 2 out of 3. As soon as somebody kills Mom's heart, we'll add a point to the bottom of the screen where you see those zeros. We'll reset both racers. We'll start from scratch. On that note, there's 7 banned items nobody's allowed to pick up on the way down. Which, if it ever lists out, hey, there it is. We got Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, the toothpicks and the shovel are all on the banned list. Only the toothpicks can be picked up out of those. Everything else, you either have to leave or D6 it and roll it into something else. Every other item is take it or leave it. Glitches are banned basically for the most part. If they're only beneficial to you, they are outlawed. If they have any sort of risk whatsoever, good to go. We'll get to anything if we do happen to see them. Again, these two are on a call. They'll do their own countdown, and like you see, they're actually off and running, so best of luck to you both. Ooh, and again, interesting starts on both sides. We got Brother Bobby for Diana, so base damage tiers out of a follower, but it's damage up. And again, we got Technology 1 for Cdrbystro on the right. So you notice he has got quite nice laser tiers, kind of clearing the entire side of the room here. So he's off to a dang fine start himself, both with a little bit of damage up here. And Kane's Eye now also for PrincezzxDiana gives her, as she goes down to the next floor, a 25% chance that that's going to give her the entire reveal of the compass for every floor that she's on. And again, literally both in the same room. Diana clearing hers out first, and Bystro will be on to his boss fight moments behind Diana, who is going to move in and fight Duke of Flies. And again, very easy boss, not much health on this one. Speaking of easy bosses, though, how to kill Pin in one... Ooh. Never mind. If you time it correctly, how to kill Pin in one shot. I was going to say, Bystro just barely mistimed that bomb, though. Got pretty much all the health off of Pin, so he did a good enough job with it. But usually they can actually one-hit kill it. Also, we got Pageant Boy for Cdrbystro. You notice all the 8 cents laying on the ground. So let's see those yes crowns, which again is quote-unquote Diana's crown, ironically enough. She got a little bit of range up with Mom's underwear. Now has Mom's pad, which will freeze and quote-unquote freeze enemies in place. Makes them shuffle away from you, basically. And again, you notice Kane's Eye did proc. You see the entire reveal of Diana's compass on her map, so she's heading straight on over towards her boss fight now. Again, Bystro spent a couple of cents there in his store. Got the battery, which you can see hanging out the sides of his head. It's a little bit quicker recharge on his space use items. And Diana, like I said, on into her second boss fight. Wow, still no horseman. I'm kind of shocked. There's the Mom's pad usage, and you notice Monstro basically just moving away from her. Oops, moved the bomb to the wrong side. Well, that backfired, literally. Alright, speaking of Diana's crown, she picks it up herself for a good 7 cents, and she'll be moving into a devil deal in which we got the mark. So damage up, she's going to replace one of those red hearts she spent with one blue heart. But again, drops one total heart in the grand scheme of things here. Picks up a little bit of damage, a little bit of speed as well. So she's moving faster, and again, more damage on those tiers. So a little bit of a risk, but well worth it in this case, in my opinion. And let's see, immediate item room obviously left behind by Diana, so nothing too special there. And she, again, just looking for her boss fight, building up that lead on Bystro, though, is still looking for his boss one floor behind here on the basement, too. Wow, chat is eating messages. I didn't even see that happen. Chat ate its own, like, hey, there's a subscriber message then, because thank you, Mio. Alright, let's see. Bystro grabbing himself an Emperor card. That's going to be a direct teleport into a boss fight whenever he uses that. And again, you'll probably wind up saving that for way later on, especially in the womb, where there are no item rooms and no stores. Makes that a lot more usable there. Long time to hold on to it, but well worth it. Notice Bystro with Mom's Bra. That'll freeze enemies completely in place. And you notice the immediate 50% damage Widow's going to take from that bomb. And Bystro going to catch right up on down to the caves here momentarily. He's waiting for the charge, by the way. One more. There we go. I was waiting to see if he would get that extra charge or not, but Bystro just wanted, because if you stay in a room for, shoot, is it every 10 seconds with an enemy? I think it's 10. Every 10 seconds you have an enemy alive in there, you get an extra 1 charge out of those 6 on your space use item. And again, being that he's replaced the D6, that becomes worthwhile for him. What's up, Dark? How you doing? Alright, so Diana dealing with this Headless Horseman. You're already halfway through, though, down to just the 1 heart on her side. Alright, Maggie's Faith, the Cdrbystro just picked up. As he moves on down to next floors, just like Kane's Eye. Excuse me. As you get to the next floors, when that enacts, it will give you an Eternal Heart every single time you get to a new floor. That's not an offhand chance, it actually will give you that every time. Diana just about done with this fight here. She's going to wind up with that black pony. So flying ability plus movement speed and a charge on the space use, and she is going to take it. That flying is far too overpowered this early, honestly. 15 seconds, thank you very much. I knew I was close on there. 10 didn't seem right. 10 did not seem correct, so thank you. I knew it was somewhere in that range, though. There's that charge ability on Diana. Makes you invincible and damages anything in the line that you charge. So again, keeping that 1 floor advantage. Bystro having found both item room and boss fight here in Caves 1, though, so he'll be making some real quick catch-up time. On that note, also picking up speed up off of that Roid Rage. That is mismarked. No range up on that for Bystro. That is pure speed increase. Tess. But red always wins. When I do not bet on it. Wait, damn it. I see what you're doing. You work for the casino. You son of a bitch. Alright, so Bystro into his boss fight, gonna get green Peep, and you notice the eyeballs come out of Peep immediately and start flying around the room. Taco, I can't English, so I'd rather not be able to not type. Ooh, Diana down. That room is just far too nasty at low health. You're almost gonna take something. Yeah, my cover's been compromised. Ooh, although a nice restart, we've got dueling technology 1 lasers. What is up with this week and dueling awesome items, folks? So, dueling lasers. Oh god. Bystro with the devil deal here. Let's see. That Mom's Bra is handy. Ooh, Horror Babylon. I wonder if he meant to grab that or if he was trying to walk over to the nail. Because I don't think he meant to grab Horror Babylon for 2 hearts. I get the feeling that was a mistake. So if Bystro gets himself down to just half a red heart remaining, which again, notice he just picked up half an Eternal Heart as he went down to this floor too, so it's going to get a little bit interesting as far as this is all concerned. But if Bystro gets down to half a red heart remaining, that'll actually trigger that and turn you into that demon that you just saw and up your damage considerably. Alright, umbilical cord on Diana's. If she gets down to half a red heart, then leaves the room. Every room thereafter, you get a random follower behind you. Again, having found her item room, no key for it yet, so Diana's going to keep moving on along. Hope she gets one on her way towards her boss fight here. Yeah, right? Like, why can't I get Tech 1 this often? By the way, Diana also got herself that magic 8-ball that is actually shot speed increase, which I'm pretty sure doesn't have effect on your technology laser, being that that laser is pretty much an instantaneous full range. Hey, what's up, Magic? How you doing this morning? Alright, Bystro, haven't found that boss fight. It's going to go look for that Caves 2 item room before he even worries about it. Speaking of that, well, the long search has ended. Item room. Yay that we barely knew you. We found you already. Alright, Monstro just about a little over halfway dead on Diana's side, though down to half a red heart again. What's up, Rom? Alright, bum front for Bystro. We'll grab all the money that he can find on the screen as soon as the fights are over. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oh, hiccups suck. On that note, like I said, I'll grab all the money that he can find on screen. Again, kind of like a judgy beggar, wind up popping out stuff like hearts, keys, bombs, things of that nature for you. Aw, and happy birthday, Rom. Alright, Bystro freezing everything in place again with that mom's bra. And notice Hollow just getting torn to shreds there. Basically just like one-shot it with the entire use of that, so very nicely done. Box of items, one of every type of item there. And let's see. Child's Heart's just more chance of heart spawns, so I'm guessing Maggie's Faith goes with Bystro. We'll keep that in her card. He's going to get his second red heart container as he moves on down. Getting down into the depths, getting a loading screen error here for Bystro. Flashing through. Will we get lucky? Speaking of that, lucky toe. Haha, timing. Just showing up for PrincezzxDiana. That gives you more chance of item spawns at the end of rooms and out of chests. And locked, item rocks for that matter. Alright, speaking of guppy items, also finding Guppy's tail is Cdrbystro there in that challenge, or curse room. Again, I'm really not on any sleep at the moment. Bear with me. On that note, though, like I said, Guppy's tail, more chance of locked chest spawns at the end of rooms and as you walk in, so possibly just because of that, less keys. So we're going to hope Bum Friend actually helps out quite a bit in that aspect. Alright, so still no keys for Diana. Again, there's that boss fight right away. Whoo, that dodge. That dodge, Jesus. Getting a little risky there. Yeah, that's what you gotta worry about. Those spiders will move. Alright, so Clubs doubles up Bystro's bombs, up to 8 here. And Diana just about done with Gemini. Again, Bystro working with the next L floor himself, so he's going to have 2 item rooms and 2 boss fights to find. The boss fights will be connected back to back, but again, you're going to miss out on 1 total store, 1 secret room, and 1 super secret room because of this. Not a big deal in the races. Most of our racers, including Bystro, don't really tend to look for him much. There's some, like he needs money, for example. Yeah, most of the racers are going to go find it. Bystro definitely not excluded from that. But at this point, money, I wouldn't really bother, honestly, unless you get real lucky and you know that your store happens to be a legitimate store with something good in it. Then he'll go looking for the money. Other than that, unless he just gets lucky and gets into a secret room, I wouldn't even consider it. Alright, so Diana is also taking blood rights with her. That's going to give her a good, good damage output every time she uses it. It will hurt her in the process, but let's say you have a lot of enemies on the room and you just don't want to deal with the room. You're going to take damage anyways. Might as well just pop that and basically insta-kill everything in your path. Ooh, about Scatole on Cdrbystro's side. So as you notice, the crown of poop, as we like to say, will be on Bystro's head. That's going to make any fly in the game his friend. It's just going to basically fly, no pun intended, right up to him. And again, never shooting any type of tears, so nothing will hurt him as far as flies goes. You can just faceplant anything. And again, no orbital yet, so we can't do damage to him by faceplanting, but it can just tear him right off the bat. They will never hurt him again. Alright, Diana dealing with a Gertie fight here. And again, if a lot of flies happen to spawn, you may see her pop that blood rights at some point. Wow, still finding dead ends. Nothing special showing up yet on Bystro's XL floor. Again, somewhere in here we're gonna get 2 item rooms randomly, and if not, we're at least gonna see 2 back-to-back boss fights sooner than later. Off the computer, bro. Part of this don't you get? A little bit of range up for Diana, and again, she'll be on down to the caves too. There's blood rights being used, so again, 1 full heart of damage being taken, but worth it to clear out rooms sometimes. And Chemical Peel for the Caves 2 item room on Diana's side is going to give her damage up. You notice some of her tears are red, some are not. Basically, it's supposed to be the ones coming out of the left side, well, right side if you're looking at her character, mind you. But the part with the peeled skin basically is supposed to be those red tears, and the other ones obviously are still the normal damage. So you basically only half of your tears get a damage up with that. It's kind of weird. What's with that layout? Yeah, it's XL floors. They hate you sometimes. Wait for this though. Watch him have both of his item rooms and both of his boss fights connected together. It's happened before, and at this point, it's looking like it might happen again. Alright, about this side. Jesus, still nothing. Wow. We got a Fat Shuffler-esque womb floor here. Or Fat Shuffler womb-esque floor, I should say. I completely phrased that timing wrong. We finally have a horseman fight. Dear God. So Pestilence finally showing up. We'll get 1 orbital here, so a cube of meat on Diana's side. Finally coming across that first item room, and it's not that spectacular. There's the second one for Bystro. But again, he's got vampire heals, so now every 13 kills that he makes, notice all these flies are his friend and will not in any way, shape, or form hurt him. He could farm health in here if he needed to. He could just let these keep spawning flies over and over and over again. Well, again, those bomb flies, those don't count. Either way, though, got, like I said, every 13 kills, you get a half-hard heal, and you'll notice it actually show up for you, too, which I think that might be about ready to do so. Crack this guy, actually not that useful by comparison. I was gonna say I'd take Mom's Bra and so will Bystro. Crack this guy would bring down 5 to 6 random beams of light in the room. Any enemy that touches him would take damage, but again, it's random. And when I say random, I'm underlining the word random. It is very random. If Diana gets through this flash loading screen, she'll be on the depths as well. Question is she getting another XL floor? Yeah, there's a problem. Bumfriend moves your bombs. You gotta be real careful about him. Diana down again. That'll bring up a fallen fight for the first of 2 boss fights here in the depths. And again, guaranteed Devil Deal item at the end of this for Bystro. Here's the other trick. When Fallen stops moving, get out of the way. If you're directly in line with him in those 4 lines, he's gonna brimstone you. You cannot stop when he does. Take the 2 seconds, again, take the 2 seconds where you're not gonna damage him and just move out of the way to not get damaged. Ooh, okay then. That's a decision. Brimstone or technology, and Brimstone it is. I was gonna say, that's not a real tough decision in my book. Personally, that's Brimstone for me every day of the week, because now you can shoot through rocks. So, way, 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 way better outcome there. Now, Bystro's gotta be careful because he keeps face planting on these, too. Jesus. Spaz, how about get off the fucking air mattress? Now, Bystro was going back for the red hearts. He basically counteracted it by getting hit on the way, though. Oh, you mean the entire full heal when Bystro had no health left? Yeah, amazing that he would think to go for that and try to stay alive. Guys, logic before you speak, please. Also, you can see the entirety of his minimap and tell what's on it, so just gonna point that one out too. Cat? Quit fucking bitching, you just popped a fucking air mattress, you douche. Yeah, I'm fucking yelling at you. Shut the fuck up! Alright, so Bystro on into his mom's foot fight. We got Diana picking up a rusty key, which will be more chance of key spawns at the end of rooms and out of chests. Yeah, I now have nowhere to sleep tonight because my cat's a fucking retard. Oh, which means I don't get to take a nap in between the races today. Fucking awesome. Thanks. That's why I'm mad at my cat right now. And Bystro back to the start. Not a way to sleep on an air mattress. Alright, a little bit of damage up and health up for Diana. She'll move on down to her caves too again. Alright, triple shot to start off Bystro's new run here. And Famine finally showing his face, so we all know what to do. Let's all say to him if you would. Alright, Diana gonna leave behind the Unicorn Horn in favor of the beam that recharges every room. Again, I gotta pretty much agree with that decision. That thing is way too useful. Alright, let's get a judgy please over on Diana's. And she's also got Blood of the Martyr, which upped her damage on her tears. And yet again, bum friend. Gee, thanks. Judgy's spitting out his little buddy here. So we saw that last time on Bystro's side. Pinky eye for Bystro, by the way. I'll add a random chance that he gets a poison tear. And yet another horseman, so Diana get ahead and get her first orbital of the run. So same thing that Bystro just got. It's going to be the reward here off of Pestilence. Most of the horsemen give you that cube of meat reward. There's few exceptions to that, obviously. There's a white pony and a black pony, and you can pretty well guess which ones are going to give those to you. They're kind of riding them as you walk into the fight. So it's pretty obvious. Although I would like to see a green pony with Ipecac shots. I'd ride the green pony. I'm just saying. I don't know about you. Personally, I think that'd be cool. Trying to think what other one we'd have to have. Wars would be red. What could that do? I guess that could brimstone shot. What else do we have? Famine, obviously. What could his do? What could famines do? It could just yell hey a lot as you hit the space button. How about that? Ooh, how about brimstone on Diana's side once again? Jeez Louise. So we've seen a lot of good items here, and Diana's got a lot of, well, not a lot, but she has enough damage up where that actually makes that brimstone pretty damn powerful. Just Blood of the Martyr will do that for you. But again, down to just 2 hearts, so a bit of a risk, but in my opinion, again, it's worth it. This is why I love Brimstone. That room right there, those knights are a joke now by comparison. This is why I love it. And Diana picking up a little bit more speed with that belt, and she'll be moving on along here. Again, clearing out those enemies that quickly. I adore Brimstone. Thank you, Fire. Thank you. It's more me actually being able to get out of the house to find a place with an air mattress, more so is the issue at the moment. It's not like the 20 bucks for an air mat. I'm not worried about that. But, well, I am, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Either way, though, but thank you very much. That's going way above and beyond. Thank you. Believe me, it's not the issue of like, oh god, I need money for an air mattress. It's I need to get out of the house and actually find a place that has one nearby in walking distance. That's the only thing holding me back at the moment. Don't think it's because I'm broke and I'm begging you for money or something. Totally not the case. I am broke, but I'm not begging. I'm used to this, so believe me, this is nothing. Yep, exactly. Gambit's going to be here next weekend, so I can make do on a couch or something for the time being. I ain't too worried. Or if I, by some miracle, happen to find that glue at the freaking dollar store, which I guarantee I won't, I may be able to patch that, but I really doubt that they have it. If they do, it's going to be a miracle, but we shall see. You never know. Weirder things have happened. Alright, where's this boss fight going to be? I'm gonna say, jeez man, this is a weird setup. I'm gonna say checking down on that map is gonna show Diana that boss fight. That's an odd one though. That could be either side, honestly, but I'll say it's down here. Yeah, sadly they don't even sell duct tape there. There's a lot of things they don't sell at our Dollar General because in our town, a lot of people use a lot of things for a lot of stupid and illegal stuff. So, for example, like our McDonald's closes at 10 p.m. The drive-thru included. Yeah. I have to tell you about our town. Nothing stays open past dark. It's a little scary here, apparently. Well, it used to be. It's not anymore, but it definitely used to be. Okay, for example, the air fresheners at the Dollar General, you actually have to ask to have the display case unlocked so that you can buy an air freshener of any sort. Any air freshener. We're talking car air freshener, house air freshener, Glade sprays, for example. You have to ask for that to be unlocked, and they have to stand there with you while you know, don't get high off of them, apparently. So yeah, welcome to my town. One idiot can ruin it for everybody else, folks. Alright, Diana coming across her boss fight here in Depths 1 again. Still just that one red heart at the moment, though. We got Bystro fighting the Husk and champion version of it, for that matter. Notice it's going to spit out those bomb flies. Good God, glue is 18 plus? Oh, Lord. Really? That's just, oh, God. Alright. While I understand, at the same point, that's sad that it's gotten to that point. Alright, Monstro 2 just about halfway dead, and that pretty much brings it as such there. Bystro's got himself a little bit of shot speed increase and a God Room. And Guardian Angel will double up the speed of his Meat Boy Orbital and add a second one on there to block more shots. Carded to buy Elmer's glue. Wow. Yeah. I think at that point I'd be like, you know, I don't need the glue. Alright, a little bit of health up and up at 3 hearts now on Diana's side. She'll be on down to the depths too. Jesus, Otaku, that's so wrong. Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet that makes shopping for your kid's school supplies a whole ton of fun. This is enough to drive me to drink. Alright, so both on the depths at the moment. Again, Bystro's got a depths 1, and it is an Acropolis, the expansion version of it. So tougher enemies, kind of like you're seeing right there. Those spiders are just brutal. I hate these things. $18 to buy a lighter, with which to light the fireworks that you could have bought 2 years earlier in Otaku's town. Bravo, Law Riders, bravo. Alright, sack of pennies on Diana's side. Every couple of rooms that she clears out, that's going to spawn a coin out of it. And again, at this late in the game, probably not that useful, but might as well take it, I guess. You never know, you may come across a judgy in the womb that comes in real handy for you to have an extra penny on, so might as well take it. Fly tape gets you carded? Like what? Like, oh dude, I shaved with fly tape the other day. You're never gonna believe the rush you get. Seriously, what? Okay, whatever. You got Isaac's head for Diana. That's gonna fire out that constant base damage tier now while she's charging her brimstone. And again, the one good thing, at least that sack and pennies is going to feed the bigger buddy. Or the bump friend, I should say. So if nothing else, maybe Diana gets a few items out of that. Yeah, really, society? Ooh, Bystro down again as he gets cornered by a couple of masks. Ouch. Blue Mom just on the verge of being dead here on Diana's side, doing a great job getting away from all these extra enemies, and good God, the spawns. Chill out, Blue Mom. They're bad enough as is, but when you put 4 expansion level enemies in the floor or in the room, that's kind of evil. So get a little more health up. World card, that'll come in handy. Full map reveal for Diana. Hoping for an XL floor? Nah, no such luck. Just a normal womb one. Again, no, almost said no boss fights. No item rooms, no stores in the womb. So Diana just looking for a boss fight. Yeah, there's no boss fights down here. You just want to find yourself an item room, maybe a store. You know, the womb's a good time. It's a nice, welcoming place. You know, no bosses. I mean, it's great stuff. And yeah, we got Mom's Bra yet again for Bystro to start off with. So we've seen that a few times today. Obviously freezes enemies in place. Yet another Maggie's Faith. I swear to God, she already had that once in this run. No, actually she didn't. Isaac Step was the first one she picked up this run. Never mind. Imagine, given that I know where you were employed, or are. That's what I meant to say. Are employed. We also have a 30-minute window where you can stay there, and they will actually time you and kick you out after 30 minutes if you have spent too much time sitting there eating your food or just using their internet. So, yeah. I don't know if they have that there, too, but they don't like people in this town. Oh, God, Conquest. No, Diana's come across that first boss fight here. And again, so far so good, but here's why we don't like Conquest. Those random beams of light are random and trolly. And those purple shots aren't exactly fun either. Those will home in on you. You notice Diana did a great job avoiding that one. And I detest this. Thankfully, Diana can shoot through the rocks at full range because that's going to make it a lot easier for her to dodge this conquest fight, which she's already halfway through now. So doing a really good job. I'll have to take a picture of the sign in the place one day, because it literally flat out says, like, you cannot spend more than 30 minutes here. If you do, like, we will ask you to leave, blah, blah, blah. Please don't loiter and take less than 30 minutes to consume your food. Literally what it says. It's just like, wow, I don't think that was written by corporate. Something tells me corporate didn't have their hands on that one. Alright, down to about one, maybe two more shots here. Ooh, getting cheap shotted also by Conquest, but there it goes. There's that white pony we were talking about. Again, flying ability. Instead of the charge, you get that same beam of light attack that Conquest had. More importantly, though, plus speed and that flying, Diana is going to leave behind the bean, and she will take that flying. Also went into her Devil Deal, picked up the mark, so again, damage increase on her side. And we were talking about it. Let's get a judgy, please, if you would. I'm not quite sure what was with Bystro's side. I don't really have words for that, somehow. Yeah. I've been trying to put wording to that, and I'm not sure I have it. Something happened. A thing occurred. Let's go with that. A thing occurred. I don't know, honestly, what that was. Ah, that's true, because he froze it in place. I forgot that he's got the bra. I was looking at the item that he had just picked up and didn't think he had the bra for some stupid reason. Good God. It's because he froze it in place. Gertie Jr. did that to Slack yesterday, too, now that I think about it. It's because it got frozen in place, and basically, I think if you kill one of them off, it glitches out the other one somehow. But Slack had 4 of them pinballing around the room, and they were literally just in the same spot that they would have been, so it's just a graphical glitch. But yeah, same thing happened in Slack's race. It was kind of weird. Yeah, the Isaac doing it's a little weird, though. I think it just has something to do with that freeze effect. Ooh, Diana's found Mom's heart here. Again, bad room to have to get through. But at least she's got that range. She can hang out behind the rocks as such and block herself from any of those triple shots. But again, moving on in, we got Mom's heart here, and Diana's done this fight with even less than this before, with only 1 heart for that matter, too. So, hoping for the best. She's got that attack fly, if nothing else, to add a little bit of damage. And you see, you're going to move into the center and have that work for her. There's no epics, thank you guys. Didn't even have to say it. I was watching Diana, I was making sure she was dodging good here. But yep, no epics on, excuse me, on Bystro's side. I almost call him CDR. But on Bystro's side, as you saw, there was Epic Fetus. Again, that is outlawed. Same thing as Ipecac and Dr. Fetus. Turns all your tears into basically bombs. Lets you go right through every single door that you wanted to. And speedrun situation, awesome. Race situation, way too overpowered. Speaking of overpowered, that timing, Diana charged herself right out of the room with that. Oh my God, that was a beautiful finish on that one. I gotta say, Diana, that was with style and grace. As she kills off Mom's heart there with the charge effect on her white pony. That was beautiful. And went right through the door that opened up on the other side. Oh, that was beautiful. That was straight up beautiful on the finisher right there, Diana. Seriously, though, great job. 1-0 lead. I'm sorry, that finisher is just going to make me laugh forever and a day now. That was beautiful. But a 1-0 lead for Diana. Let me get y'all a link into both of their channels. Tell them both very well done. And I'll be right back in about 2 minutes. We're going to get both of these two reset, and we'll get round number 2 underway in a second or two here. And we'll try to fly through more doors, because, hey, it's fun. No, I'm kidding. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes, guys and gals. Hang tight. Go meet our racers in the meantime. Be right back with you. Alrighty, so we're back. We should be just about ready to go for round number 2. And as you can see, we got PrincezzxDiana leading 1-0 right now versus Cdrbystro on the right-hand side. Again, Bystro going to look to get through Mom's Heart first, tie this up at 1 apiece and force a game 3. Diana going to look to do the same, except win 2-0 now right here. Again, we get you a link into both of their channels, if I can spell it correctly. Go and wish them both good luck for this one. Again, we're going to do, like I said, the same race through the womb too, same banned items, same rules apply. And again, both of our racers are on a call. They're going to do their own countdown whenever they're ready and good to go. So I'll just say right now, but best of luck to you both. And like I said, Diana going to look for the 2-0 win. Bystro going to look to tie this up. We are off and running. So again, best of luck, you two. And so far, so good. Diana's got herself the Parasite. So not a half bad start here. That's going to split, as you notice, as, let's say, Diana's tears hit that enemy right in front of her. Notice it splits off in a T-shaped pattern. Words good. Crumps do them. What I meant was anything solid that those tears happen to hit, it's going to split them off into a T-shaped pattern. There you go. Now I can say it. Oh man, it's going to be a long day, folks. We got the virus for Poison Touch on Bystro's side. Looks like he is going to be off and running with that in hopes that he gets a lot of extra health on this run, because Poison Touch, and let's say that you get synergy with something like the Book of Shadows and Invincibility, wow, are you overpowered for 12 seconds. You can just walk right into everything, give it poison damage, and in most cases, almost one-hit kill it. So, Poison Touch actually a very, very, I don't want to call it underrated item. A lot of people know of its usefulness there, but it does have a lot of real, I don't want to call it hidden use either, but, you know, maybe you don't think of it right off the bat that, like, well, you know, I've got an invincibility frame, maybe I just walk right into something and give it poison damage, not taking any more damage myself. It can be pretty useful. Maybe you don't necessarily want to start your runoff with it, but in certain situations, Bystro knowing he needs the time advantage on this one, and that Diana already has her run going. For that matter, already in Basement 2, already looking at her boss fight. So he knew he had to be kind of off and running pretty quickly here. May have been what the decision was made for. And if you're wondering why Diana left the room and went back in there, it's to actually reset where the bomb's at. It gives it a larger blast radius, believe it or not. So it takes out a couple extra rocks. And again, in the womb especially, that's very useful. Any rock in the womb can actually be an item rock, so you might as well get used to doing that everywhere that you can. It's going to only help you out more. Oh god, if Quad Shot shows up with that too. Ooh, how about one of Diana's absolute favorite items, that Odd Mushroom. Speaking of really good items, Bystro now with capped out fire rate drops a little bit in his damage output, but again, more tears, so it basically offsets. But one of Diana's favorite things to get, I know for a fact, is to get tear rate of that caliber, and she would have been very happy to find that herself, especially with these split shots. She will take that Devil card for that 1.5 damage multiplier, and she's going to rip right on through Famine here. So real quickly, let's get these in. Everybody say the champion Famine before he dies, because he's just about dead. That'll leave behind 1 cube of meat for Diana, just like that. That'll orbit around her, blocking shots and damaging anything it walks into. Walks into it. Why do I always say that wrong? You knew what I meant. Alright, by the way, I forgot to mention Guppy's head on Bystro's side. You just saw him use it. That's going to give him those 3 attack flies. You get anywhere between 3 and I believe 7 actually can spawn, from what somebody was saying yesterday. I've seen 6, but I didn't know about 7. 7's like, damn, I would love that. You can only take 5 through a room with you, mind you. But that'll recharge every room. Those attack flies are actually big damage multipliers on your normal tier damage. So again, very, very handy, and also 1/3 of Guppy being built on Bystro's side. So if you can get 2 more pieces of Guppy, we've got an even more overpowered combination of items there. But we'll deal with that when we get there. It's a ways down the road unless we get very lucky in a Devil Deal or something. And notice all that attack fly damage. Bystro is just cruising on along here too. And once again, Brother Bobby on Diana's side, so that follower with base damage tiers. More damage up is more damage up. Although at this point, I think they'd both like health, because we haven't quite seen enough health up today, in my personal opinion. Health up would be good. Alright, Bystro, now that he has that 1 piece of Guppy, definitely going to be checking all these curse rooms. That was the missing page firing. Bystro took damage, you get an offhand chance of the missing page fires, which gives you a Necronomicon usage and damages everything in the room, same as a death card would. And Necronomicon, for that matter, obviously. Although now that has been replaced by the flat penny, if Bystro picks up coins, he's got a chance that spawns a key for him to grab as well. Which, in my opinion, far, far better. And he needed keys, which, by the way, one just spawned, so timing of champions game, thank you. I love how it does that. Again, though, no item room yet, Bystro going to head right on into his Caves 1 boss fight, the Blighted Ovum in this case. Again, pretty easy to kill off, worry about the big guy, lead him around the room in the square pattern, and just don't get in line with the small one. They'll both explode when they're out of health. Couple of pills, ooh, 3 of the same, all of which are tier rate up, wow. Totally unneeded, being that Bystro's was capped out already, but yeah, here's 3 more fire rate for you. Ooh, and Balls of Steel, so Bystro's one of our few racers that will down dang near any pill that he's got available to him. And you saw right there, took all 4 of them. Didn't even need the tears up, honestly, but why not? Honestly, why not just take them? And the other one happened to be Balls of Steel, so 2 extra soul hearts for him. But again, as long as Bystro, and I quote this, likes the color of the pills, he'll eat them. Alright, yet another curse room. Maybe a Guppy at him? Ooh, it is. How about Guppy's Paw? So 2/3 of the way there now on Bystro's side. And you can see what's happened is every red heart container, full or empty, does not matter, turns into 3 blue hearts for you if you use up Guppy's Paw. And again, infinite uses on that as long as you have red heart containers. So now 3 blue hearts for every red heart that Bystro had. He's sitting at 11 total blue hearts. And again, he left the paw behind, gonna take that attack fly spawning Guppy's head with him. Also, have not yet mentioned, Diana is in a Caves XL. You can barely tell if it weren't for the name at the bottom of the screen in the lower left. You'd barely be able to tell by those 4 rooms in the square pattern over on the right middle side. But again, 2 item rooms, so she's yet to find one of them. She'll also get 2 back-to-back boss fights here. The one store that you see is all you get. There's still 1 secret and 1 super secret room. Guppy, please? Actually, that's what we need is a spaz emote, like just putting the pop, like, Guppy, please. Aha, there's that flat penny. We're doing some work here for Bystro. Ooh, that's an interesting choice. So, not really that useful. Well, it is, don't misunderstand me. That is a lot of damage with blood rights. We've seen it be utilized by Diana on the other side. But, especially with blue hearts, I wouldn't be touching blood rights, honestly, at all. That's just me. Personally, I don't like taking damage to do damage to everything. I'd rather do it with my tears and try not to take damage by dodging. I do not like forcing damage on myself. Mostly because I'll die. So that's my fear with it. At this point, honestly, Bystro would much rather see the dead cat than the tail. And, well, personally, I would, at least. I would much rather have the 9 lives dead cat at this point than I would rather have Guppy's tail to finish off Guppy. That'd make a far more powerful build for me. A lot more chance on my side, at least, to survive at that point. I don't know, I'd still survive with that much health on the tail, so I wouldn't be that worried about it at all. Oh, look at this, guys, what do you know? It's a Caves 2 store. What do we find in the Caves 2 store every freaking time, guys? Say it with me now. Mind you, Bystro had a crap ton of money, he had to check. But I have to give him crap anyways, because what's in the Caves 2 store every time? Oh, it's greed. That's what it was. So 50% off is now Bystro, and this worked out very well. Like I said, he had to check. He had 31 cents. There was a good chance that it wasn't going to be greed, and it would have been something worthwhile to buy. So he had to do it. I'm giving him crap there. I'm not knocking him for the choice. Don't misunderstand me. But finishing off greed gets himself the Steam sale, 50% off anything in stores from here on out. So makes stores even more worthwhile from now on. The last 2 of them, that is. Excuse me again. Also got himself that Emperor card, so he's going to be able to teleport directly into a boss fight whenever he uses that. Got Emperor Scarred on Diana's side, which is a one-time use of Horror Babylon for a damage up. She will definitely save that, as this fight is going to go far too quickly to worry about. But again, the first of her 2 boss fights. Second room after this will be the exact same room that Bystro's in right now, clearing out. into that Horror Babylon usage. She'll use that here against Chad. Wind up with Little Chad that'll spawn a red heart every 4 rooms that Diana clears out. There's those yes crowns. Thank you all for beating me to it. Thank you much. Alright, Chad dead. There's Little Chad. 1 extra health up. And Diana also moving on down to the depths. Wow, really dueling loading screens. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, Diana got through hers first. There's an XL floor on the left-hand side. And again, the worst version of it, Necropolis, so the expansion version, and 2 depths floors together into one here. So lots of nasty enemies like these masks, for example. Hacks, hacks. Bystro just waiting. Come on, Flash. Yeah, right? So, about that Flash glitch. Yeah. What time is it again? Ruh-roh, Raggy. We got us a rash glitch. See, that sounds worse when it's Scooby saying it, because it sounds like you got a rash at that point. But again, popping on through there, we got a normal depths one on Bystro's side. Do your goddamn job, Flash. Oh, what time is it again? Oh, time to load the screen. That's what time it is. Right. Alright, so the first of the item rooms out of the way on Diana's side. Again, 1 more to find here, and then 2 back-to-back boss fights once again. What time is it? Loading a clock. Ooh, yet another dead end, though. So let's see. That'll break off over to the right. This doesn't seem like it's going to be that large of a floor unless she just hasn't really seen where... Okay, that has to combine. This is a weird setup at the moment here for an XL floor in the depths. This is either going to really just be like the most snaking map ever, or I was going to say, or everything's going to be combined really closely together like this. So there's that second item room showing up for Diana. There's a, how about free Horror Babylon this time for Cdrbystro. And again, if he could find a way to lose just half a red heart, he may consider doing that for the damage increase he would permanently obtain at that point. So, questionable. I wonder if he really now wishes that he didn't have Guppy's head and had Guppy's paw so that that would be permanently enacted. So let's see, we got Magneto on Diana's side. I did not see what that last item that she picked up was, though, sadly. Notice that the coin moved a little bit towards her. Anything with, almost said magnets. Anything with metal in it will be attracted towards you with that magnet in her head that you can't see because of the parasite. The Flash is ass, Ravager. Luckyfoot, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. So that's going to give her pretty much, if she gambles, not a guaranteed way of winning, but if it's a purple slot machine, actually is a guaranteed way of winning. Also gets nothing but good or neutral pill effects. I'd like to point something else out right there, that Diana did walk through that Brimstone, but she has that cube of meat blocking shots for her, and that's exactly what happened. Brimstone can be blocked by an orbital. I'm not joking. That's exactly how she did not take damage walking through it there. So you may think like, oh, did that just glitch? Nope, that was your orbital saving your butt. So hug that cube of meat, ladies and gentlemen. That thing is far, far worthy of it. Oh, and let's get a quick judgy please over on Bystro's side, as he's got one in the center of his room. And plenty of money for him, too. What you got, buddy? Keys aren't really needed. Bombs would be cool. Really, though, we don't need the keys. He has 8, well, he has 10 now. We don't need keys. Alright, cards are cards. Really, the ladder, bro? Dude, really? Hermit card would be a teleport directly into your store. Bystro, ooh, actually, I figured we'd use it right there so he didn't take damage on the way out. Alright, speaking of keys, you also get a chance that'll spawn a golden key with a flat penny. Lo and behold, that happened. Bystro now has infinite keys for this floor. Yeah, Judgy, the ladder, really, dude? Really. So again, Bystro will be able to walk over 1 spot openings. Not 2, not 3, just 1. Just 1. But again, you notice as he took damage, might as well just face plant, and ooh, that worked out well. Finally, thank you, Steam Sale, and all that money Bystro's been holding on to the whole time. External compass, ladies and gentlemen. So that'll get Bystro moving along towards his boss fights and item rooms from here on out a lot faster. And again, you'd make the Steam sale for the half off price and only having to pay 7 cents for that. Wouldn't have mattered, he had plenty of money for it. What's up, Deep? How you doing, man? Can Bystro into his first boss fight in the depths. That'll be, that'll be Gish. He'll wind up with Little Gish, a follower with Tartiers. That'll wind up slowing down the movement speed and, the shot speed of anything that it afflicts. Oh, and it's that other room showing up on Diana's side. Thankfully, the green shot over here actually did help her out in this situation. Alright, there's Little Gish and Bystro moving on down to the depths too. Let's see, where Diana's boss fight's gonna be. Alright, speaking of bombs, we got 10 more on Bystro's side. He's gonna get himself right back out of yet another odd dead end. This is a really weird layout for him again. This is gonna break down to the south sooner or later. But wow, this setup. There's that half-hard usage we were talking about on Bystro's side, so he's now Horror Babylon. Do not touch that thing again. Alright, a little bit of extra money, a few extra keys. Wow, check this out. How about a full health increase over on Bystro's side as he got 2 Eternal Hearts in the same room. Not just the same floor. The same room. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so finally finding these boss fights. Diana's got that 2 of hearts, so it'll wind up doubling up the amount of hearts you have in your containers. So she'll use that for what basically becomes a full heal. Move on. Oh, God almighty. Moves on into a Mask of Infamy fight again. Thankfully, she has split shot, so this will help her out considerably. Also, homing bombs will help out quite a bit as well, as you saw those actually will home in on the enemy. Get over. Ooh, even better. Good timing on that one. Thankfully, Mask of Infamy stopped just enough in place. Thank you, High Priestess card, Stompy Stompy, and she's going to be real happy that she did not take that 2 of Hearts card into the fight with her and took that foot. Wow. So how to get through the mask fight quickly? Stomp it. And again, Diana moving on down to her, what is her Depths 2 boss, Mom's Foot, and getting regular Grey Mom, so nothing too scary. Regular level enemy spawns out of here. Yeah, see? No mask. Half that thing. Alright, down to that last 10% here. All you gotta worry about is these shooters. Oof. Diana down again. Alright, Mom's I'll fire out the back of your head on Diana's side. She starts off her new run with it. Yeah, there's Bystro's boss fight to finish off the depths. Question is... It could have sort of been worth it. Super greed in that store, though. Here's a hint also, guys. Greed and Super Greed, for that matter, and Bystro's down. They're going to show up the more and more the later on you get in the run. So, yeah, especially if you have one heart, that's not a smart move. Alright, starting off with the pact on Bystro's side. I'll up his damage, fire rate, and give him those 2 soul hearts. A little bit of health up, Diana down to her 2nd floor. So you notice the one interesting thing here is the Bystro is actually starting with an XL floor, meaning that he does have those 2 locked item rooms. He already has enough keys, so obviously not a big issue. Picked up a Magneto, aka the item magnet. He'll be able to draw anything with metal closer to him. But again, on his way towards that 2nd item room, and then he'll have those 2 back-to-back boss fights. So again, really not far behind Diana here, who has picked up Shoot the Whoop as her item. Excuse me, her space use item, I should say. Which, you know, is a one-time use of Brimstone. Probably see that against the boss. Hey, woman. Alright, Spoonbender for the 2nd item room on Bystro's side, so he's going to get homing shots added on. How you doing, Lemon? Oh, excuse me. Alright, Diana in that 2nd boss fight. Monstro just got hit by Shoop da Whoop, and you saw did pretty damn good clip of damage on that one, honestly. And And Steven to lead off the first of 2 boss fights for Bystro, so he's going to get 1 of 2 items out of this. Either Steven the Damage Tumor for tier damage plus, or Little Steve, the follower with those same purple homing tears that he has. So we could either get a lot of purple tears on the wrong side, technically speaking, or if Bystro's really lucky, he gets that damage up. But again, Diana on down to the caves 1 first, and again, just a slight advantage. Bystro just has that 1 other boss fight here. There's Little Steve, so again, more homing tears on a follower. God, dyslexia sucks. On that note, we got Champion Famine. Let's all greet him again with... Alright, Virus, once again, Poison Touch on Diana's side. The more health you get, the more viable that is to use. There's the bot, jeez. There we go. Alright, portable slot machine on Bystro's side. We got that boss fight showing up on Diana's as well, so she's just about done with her caves 1. Again, likewise, we got the boss fight on Bystro's too, so he's likewise about done with his caves 1, so we're very, very neck and neck at the moment here. Wow. Okay, I'd just like to point out how funny it is that those telepills for Cdrbystro just took him into the next room over into the boss fight that he was heading to. Oh god, timing. Speaking of that, also really good timing with that tower card on Diana's side. She basically one-hits the husk. She'll be on down to her caves too. Wow, talk about your otaku porting on Bystro's side. That was beautiful. That was straight beautiful. So did it fucking unmod you? What the fuck? How did this unmod you? What the hell happened here? Yeah, saved him a good 10 seconds of walking. One way to look at it. He's probably gonna head back though, because I think there's more pills still in there. Ooh, also got the crown, so we'll see. I'm sure he's gonna take it, because money's always a good thing, especially to gamble with. So I'm pretty positive Bystro will take that. Ooh, it was a health down pill though. Ouch. See, Diana also with a bad trip pill and 1 range down, so nothing but bad stuff at the moment there pill-wise. Ouch. There's OCS crowns, as yes, Bystro does pick up Patch and Boy. A little bit of money up on his side. Immediate item room here in the caves too. Oh god. And it may or may not be stabby time. We got Mom's knife and it's purple. Purple knife, ladies and gentlemen. It does not gain homing ability on it, I'm sad to say. God, do I wish it did, because holy god, would that be great. But we have a purple knife. And again, it's not on Diana's side, so how wrong does this seem? I'm just saying, how wrong does that seem that Diana is not the one to get the purple knife? I just pointed out. We got all this purple on Bystro's side, though. It's a stab party. And again, with those little spiders that you saw right there, don't actually throw your knife. Obviously, Bystro was getting his back from the throw that he had made previously. Notice that, and then he held onto it and just walked directly into those spiders. They'll die with just 1 touch of the knife right there, so you don't have to worry about throwing it. You can literally faceplant them and not take the damage when they suddenly decide, oh hey, you don't have your knife handy? Oh look, your feet! So you may just want to hold on to it there, exactly like Bystro did. That was a good move on his part. Stop those. Alright, on into the store here. Hey, Games 2 store was actually not Creed, and it worked out beautifully timing. Bystro gets that heal that he needed, so hey, who knew? That's like literally the 6th time in the last 2 weeks that has not been Creed. That's why we always make that public service announcement. Again, I don't fault him for going in. He needed that store. Alright, damn it, I seem to have got a store in my greed room. Alright, how about more pills? No clue what they do yet. Bad gas. So again, nothing great. Neutral effect on that one, so I like that one. I seem to have gotten stores in my greeds. There's that boss fight showing up on Bystro's. That was beautiful. That was freaking beautiful. Another High Priestess card. We saw that work out very well for Diana against the Mask of Infamy last time, so maybe we kind of want to see the Mask of Infamy, because we know how to basically one-hit the mask now, right? Diana wants that revenge from, well, everybody else earlier in the year and last season as well, but it's a sweet revenge when you get to one-hit that mask, so maybe we want that again. You know, maybe. Just maybe. Although I'm sure she wouldn't mind seeing a horseman and getting an orbital either. Later, there's a dead guy in my soup. Alright, very nicely used of the, or very nice, I should say, use of the turret in the center of the room, as Diana actually got that to poison shot one of those splitting spiders completely to death. Great use. Again, Pestilence has got Bystro down to just half a heart here, speaking of horsemen and those possible orbitals. Again, that would add on to the one that Bystro has and give him a little bit more damage output. And thankfully a little bit of health up with that soul heart. There's that cube. And there you see Meat Boy's head, so moving on down to his depths. Apparently Isaac's stuck on the toilet. Well, that's shitty. Sorry, I'll be here all week. Well, what time is it? Load the damn level time. It's load o'clock. What? It wrote itself. It wrote itself. Oh god, that would have been close. Diana did not want that cursed skull. If you get down to half a red heart, that would teleport you out of the room that you're in. Yeah, barely Flash is constipated. There we go. Sorry, the jokes are writing themselves. I'm just reading them at this point. But there we go, loading finally into his depths level. Oh, a Necropolis one for that matter. So again, expansion version of the floor. And no Mask of Infamy, but we tried really, really good to get that High Priestess card to actually hit, the Carrying Queen. Again, you usually want to wait for her to pop those poops out and then hit it, but it's got to be like instantaneous timing on that. Now, ooh. How the heck was that still there for Bystro to walk into? Wow. So Bystro down. Ouch, that was painful. I can't believe that shot was still on screen for that matter for him to walk into. That was the first one that he dodged. Yep, there you go. I was just about to point that out too. Oh, Tammy said all these purple shots. Boom, that shot stayed on screen. Like, well, that happened. I can't believe that hadn't faded out, honestly. But again, speaking of fading out, dead Carrying Queen over on Diana's side, and she's on down to her depths too. And again, it just says Necropolis, doesn't actually show you the 2 on it though. Alright, more telepills for Bystro. Gets himself into a secret room. Yeah, the 7 cents might as well grabbing the habit as well as a wafer on this floor. So habit gives you a chance that, gives you a 100% chance. Guess it's still a chance. That if you get hit, you get half a charge on your space use item. Excuse me. Wafer makes it, that blue circle around Bystro's head makes it so he only takes half damage from everything, whether that be in the womb, you only take half hearted damage, or if you're against a champion mob, in this case, champion monster, you're only going to take the half heart as well. Alright, wire code here increases fire rate on Bystro, and he'll be moving on down to his basement too. How about more telepills? So Diana into a random room here, and now into her item room, thankfully, although not a key for it, sadly. And I got no bombs to get through this room quickly either. And all the way back to start. Alright, Demon Baby, to start off Diana's new run, it'll automatically fire if anything gets close. Again, we got Razor Blade on Bystro's, that'll injure you to up your damage by time and a half. Again, I believe that's only once per room that you can use that. Same as Book of BOILeR, I believe that does not keep stacking. If somebody knows better, by all means let me know, but I'm pretty sure that does not stack. Alright, a little bit of health up for Diana, and on down to that basement too. Immediate item room once again. And we've gone long past the point of me calling this one, so yeah, you see him. So as Bystro got hit, by the way, also use that Razor Blade, so you see up his damage for the room he's in. Will it actually keep stacking? Alright, so double deal and that 1 cube of meat for Bystro. And let's see, we got the nail and Monster Manuel. Bystro gonna take the nail, so damage increase and 1 soul heart every time you use that. Again, all of our racers seem to bypass that whole portion where you get a damage increase on that for the room that you're in, as well as the soul heart. Which means that you may want to save that for the next room with actual enemies in it. He's invincible later on. Oh yeah, that's right, he does have habit as well, so this gonna get fun. So technically speaking, yeah, Bystro's pretty damn well invincible here. I kind of forgot he had the habit too, because you don't see it anymore with that wire coat hanger, but yeah, this is gonna get interesting. So, wait for Bystro to get hit at some point here. And there's all those no Bibles, by the way, on Diana's side. Obviously, she used up the D6 to roll that. Ooh, how about a curved horn for her as well? So plus damage on her tears. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm waiting for Bystro to get hit so we can at least see that charge. Like, Bystro could just face plant right now, and he's invincible, folks. Because if you think about it, when you get hit, and now keep in mind he's got the wafer, which you can see that blue aura around him, so he takes half damage no matter what. So you're taking half a heart of damage every time you get hit, right? So get hit twice, because of the habit, that gives you a full charge on your nail, which gives you back 1 full soul heart. We doing the math yet? Bystro can't get killed. Even in the womb, Bystro cannot be killed. As long as he keeps popping that nail every time it's available to him, he is invincible, folks. So that's a scary proposition. Diana on her boss fight here on the same floor that Bystro's on, so she'll be moving on probably right about after this fight to her, and again, she does have the item already, but she'll be moving right on down to her caves too, but hoping for a lot of speed at this point on her side. Oh god, if Bystro had the virus too? Oh, this build would just be done. Like I said, there's some synergies where if you get the Poison Touch virus item, yeah, you're gonna be pretty happy. This would have been one, or this would be one of them, I should say. There's that item room, and I know what we're hoping for now. Come on, come on, come on. Hey Draco, how you doing? Alright, Rainbow, baby. Definitely not a bad thing. Rainbow me if you guys can, because that's going to be a follower with random follower tiers coming out of it. So, great find there. We got Sister Maggie, as you can see, over on Diana's side, which, again, follower with pretty good damaging tiers. One of the random effects coming out of Rainbow, baby, on Bystro's, though. And again, he's on into his boss fight. There you see that nail usage, damage increase, that 1 extra soul heart. Again, if he gets hit more often, yeah, he's still invincible. Don't matter. So he's just going to keep building up those soul hearts, but he's also going to grab himself that 2nd cube of meat. So another orbital, well, not another. Going to add on to the orbital he has and make Meat Boy's head. So more damage output, if nothing else. Alright, so there's Diana's item room. Yet another Curse of Darkness, by the way, on this caves, too. Obviously, yet another item room, as Bystro's gotten his immediately. Now, let's see, 10 free bombs. Thankfully, Diana had none, so, again, very helpful at the moment. And Bystro's still no key. Isn't really worried about getting in there, mind you, but would like to get some sort of damage up if he could. Alright, speaking of getting pretty good luck so far on these maps, Diana finding that Caves 2 boss fight before Bystro can, so keeping that advantage going. And once again, Pestilence, so that first orbital for her, is that'll be the first cube of meat she gets. About a little bit more damage increase for Bystro. Gets a little bit of range and damage. That is mismarked with Jesus Juice. So, exact reason why he took it. Oh, excuse me again. But again, a little bit of a, I don't want to say time waster, how about time sink with this challenge room. As he fights off Monstro, now gets those 3 Larry Juniors. And I'll be out of here right after this is finished. Alright, so Diana on down to the depths, getting an XL floor yet again. Excuse me again, when you see Curse of Labyrinth, or you happen to see any 4 rooms combined in the fashion that hers are on the far left side, you know you got an XL floor? Again, that's going to mean 2 item rooms, 2 boss fights. Those will be side by side on the boss fights. Item rooms can be anywhere. They may be connected, but chances are they won't be. And hell, if you get really lucky, you can get your boss fights and your item rooms all connected together. So, again, you have to get very, very lucky with that, though. Alright, forgive me now, Pill that was in there would have reset Bystro's entire floor and gotten rid of that nail, so obviously would have also dropped his invincibility, so no thank you. And again, what normally would be a really good item, the Pinky Shears on Bystro's side, going to get left behind, because again, he would lose that invincibility, so he's got to take that nail with him. Pinky Shears would have given him a lot of extra damage increase, but again, nothing you can do in this situation. You're keeping that invincibility. And there you see it actually enacted. Bystro literally does not care about taking damage. And that's exactly why. Again, every time he gets hit, half heart of damage. Also have a charge on that Space Use item, getting him halfway to getting back a full heart. Enough said. On into a, let's see, excuse me, a teleport into a God Room. We got the Miter on Diana's side, so now, excuse me, didn't even name that correctly, did I? Wait, was that Miter? Was that Scapular? It's Scapular, she doesn't have the right aura. Yeah, you can get multiple bodies with the habit, so it basically becomes really, really overpowered. Mind you, again, you have to take damage to do it, but you get multiple bodies, each doing their own bit of damage with the Pinky Shears if you got the habit. So really good combination. It was Miter, okay. Weird, she's got the wrong aura around her for it. That's really bizarre. That should be that star pattern aura around her head, not the yellow one. Huh. Alright, anyways, Miter gives you a 50% chance that as red hearts spawn, they become blue hearts for you. Bloody Penny being the exception, which just spawned in the center of that room for Diana. She won't grab that, mind you. A, she can't get to it. B, I would not replace the Curved Horn with it. But if you were to pick up coins with the Bloody Penny, gives you a chance that a half a red heart spawns. Those will always be red. Same thing with Super Secret Rooms, those will always be red hearts in those. It's probably because she has both, honestly, and that it's basically just overriding the aura. But usually you see the other one, though. That's what's confusing me, is you almost always see the Miter aura. Like, no matter what build you have, you can almost always see that. So who knows. Either way, though, it's probably just because she has both. Ooh, that Book of Shadows. So we were talking about invincibility. How about 12 seconds of that every time that Diana uses that book? So one of the 2 item rooms out of the way, and she's going to keep along this path to the right here. And again, Joker card, a direct teleport into a God Room or Devil Deal. And Bystro found himself his boss fight here. Again, notice with the nail, you can also walk over any rock in the room. scan on in, like I said, to his first boss fight. Gonna get Gish, and Little Gish will be the reward for Bystro. So yet another follower with damaging tears that still slow down enemies as well. Alright, so even more damage output. You see that Book of Shadows damage invincibility, and again, as soon as you leave the room or 12 seconds goes up, that is gone for Diana. Alright, and let's see those no scrolls as Diana's found her last item room. Jeez Louise, all these banned items on her side. And again, no D6 to do anything about it with, so moving on along without it. Dead Sea Scrolls are banned because they can give you use of the Shovel or the Holy Bible, both of which obviously are also banned items. Alright, another challenge room with a little more health up. Bystro going to pass it up, though. Doesn't want to spend the time. And there's those back-to-back boss fights on Diana's side, so still keeping that advantage here. We got another Curse of Darkness for Cdrbystro, by the way, and again, still just looking for those boss fights, as he is technically invincible. Notice he's only been gaining hearts for all the hits that he's taken. They've pretty much been on purpose, so that he can keep on just getting more damage up for the room he's in. And speaking of Gish, we'll have a little Gish once again on Diana's side. There is a little bit of a risk, and this is the scary part. When you get Gish on a Depths XL floor like she has, and I'm not going to say it till after she gets her item, but just wait. There's a fear to this that I'll explain momentarily. And again, wow, that room not as scary when you're invincible, is it, Bystro? Anyways, like I was going to say on Diana's side, the fear that you get if you're on a Depths XL floor and you get Little Gish as your first boss fight, I've had that happen 4 times now where Little Gish did not appear. So you get no item from time to time, and it really, really sucks. Then again, Diana, lucky enough, she does have that following around, so as you can see, they're both in the same room at the same time now. And Bystro just going to chill right out by the door. Anytime he does get hit, he's just going to smack that spacebar. But halfway through on Diana's side, sorry, I'm stretching, I'm nowhere near my microphone. Oh god, my back. I hate back spasms. Anyways, like I was saying, Diana just about done with her mom's foot fight. Bystro already halfway through his, for that matter. And again, keep in mind, has the wafer, has the habit, and has the nail. So even if mom's foot hits him, Bystro is still only going to take half a heart of damage. He is still invincible, even in the womb. So this going to be good, to quote Gambit. So let's see, we got Guardian Angel as Diana teleports herself into a god room. So free double speed orbital, and the second floating around her to block shots. A little bit of health up for Bystro. And keep in mind, he's got that Emperor card that he's hanging on to as well. So, oh boy, and he's on down to the womb with a possible XL floor. Uh-oh. Yeah, but he got the small rock out of there, too. I was beaten to the punch by that XL floor, though. So a little bit of damage up, fire rate increase, movement speed down for Bystro. Again, he's not worried about being able to dodge. He is invincible still. And this could get interesting. If this pops through as an XL floor, that's an immediate Emperor card usage on Bystro's side, and back-to-back boss fights looking to tie this up. So this could get real interesting, but we gotta wait for load o'clock to come up on the any day now. My watch seems to be dead. Is it load o'clock yet? Flash? Load o'clock. Come on, it's not beer 30, bro. It's load o'clock. Let's do this thing. Yeah, well, would you look at the time? It is load o'clock. Hey, see, ask and you shall receive. Sometimes you just gotta whip them into shape, guys. They just have to know what they have to do. Oh, just a normal womb 1, though, for Bystro. So let's see, which way do you check? He's going to try to the left side first. Yeah, beer 30, yes! See, I like beer. Everyone likes beer 30. And again, keep in mind, like I said, Bystro invincible here. He's going to take out every rock that he can as well, because there is a chance that any red rock in the womb is actually an item rock. So we'll see if we can't prove that at some point here, because keep in mind, he can just faceplant. Does not matter, and he's really only got this one floor to get through, so it's about finding this one boss fight, getting through it quickly, and then teleporting directly into Mom's heart. Yeah, hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But again, you notice that wafer giving Bystro only half damage received, even on that champion mob in the womb. Same thing, only half a hearted damage. If it ever opens, thank you. About damn time, buddy. Ooh, and Diana having found her boss fight here, so keeping the advantage on her side. You can thank that loading screen at the moment, if nothing else. And again, Bystro lives in Scotland. Every now and then I'm going to hit a little lag ball like it did for that brief second there. I do apologize for it, but I am recapturing 2 streams, so yeah, like I said, distance does not make the internet grow fonder. Let's put it that way. So again, I do apologize. Crap happens like that, and it was literally a millisecond, but I do notice stuff like that, and I'm sure everybody else does too, just because I assume that you do. So I figure I'll point it out. Either way, Skullx halfway dead on Diana's side, and again, still brewing that advantage here, as Bystro is still looking for that boss fight here in Womb 1. And again, it's really got to be a lot of time advantage on her side. If Bystro finds his boss fight, consider it back-to-back boss fights for him. It's almost like having a short XL floor for Bystro here. Ooh, and speaking of that, there is that boss fight. So this is going to get really close really quick, because it is the Bloat, and Bloat's going to get melted here, as Bystro does not have to worry about damage intake. See, Diana already was in that God Room, heading right on down to her Utero 2 in this case, which is the Womb 2, the expansion version of it. So again, just looking for Mom's heart. 14 bombs can get through rooms if she needs to by bombing, but she's going to clear this one out in case she has to wind up going through one of the other doors. Alright, Bystro finishing this off. There's a little bit extra health up, completely unnecessary, but I'll take it anyways. On down to the Womb 2. Q button going to get pressed on into his mom's heart fight. So again, looking to tie this up in 1 apiece. And again, he's invincible. I'd just like to point out how disgusting this run was for... Did he get any banned items? No, he didn't D6 anything for that matter. Dear God. So, yeah, Bystro invincible without D6 and a damn thing. And he was invincible by what, the 4th floor? So, nail the habit. What else am I forgetting here? Why can't I think of words now to things? The wafer, jeez. It's like the big blue aura around him. What am I trying to say? Either way, though, like I said, Bystro has been invincible for floors on end at this point. And he is just rubbing it in at this point now to Mom's heart. Already halfway through, and again, basically building up his health. Diana just look at this. Has found her boss fight as well, but will it be too little too late heading on into Mom's heart? Unbelievable timing on this. So it's all about these bombs. Diana's got 15. Would have to literally have them all on the ground already, though, as this is going to be too little too late. Bystro to that last little bit. He's got it killed, and because of that Emperor card, ooh, we are tied up at 1. You can thank that Emperor card, Bystro, let alone that invincibility, but I'll break it down now. Oh, yeah, break it down now. Yeah, break it down. Shuffle. There's that round of applause. Seriously, great job on both sides. That was a great finish to that race, guys and gals. So we've got round number 3 starting up real soon here. Give me about 2 minutes worth of ads. We'll be right back on the other side. We'll get them both reset, and we'll see who the winner is momentarily, guys. So hang tight. Be right back with you. Let me get you a link into both of their channels. And a dead face plant. Let me get you a link into both of their channels. Go tell them both great race, and seriously, just wow to those builds. So we'll be right back on the other side. We'll see who the winner is here. Alrighty, we are back and we're clear. Let me flip this back on over, and we got round number 3 just about to get underway. We've had all sorts of craziness go on here, including one invincible run in the last matchup here. So we've had some nuttiness go on, but let's see who the winner is. We got a 1-1 tie between PrincezzxDiana and Cdrbystro. Again, they're on a call together. I'd give you the link, but the bot is down at the moment, so yeah, give me 1 second. We'll get on that, I swear. But that'll get we'll get you a link into both of their channels. Go wish them both good luck, and again, they'll be off and running whenever they're ready here. So we'll race again through the womb too, and whoever kills off Mom's heart first is going to take the win home today. And they're off and running, so again, best of luck to you both. Oh, that luck. Well, yeah, we're off to a good start, folks. We're off to a good one. So we got Polyphemus on the left side. Nice damage increase for PrincezzxDiana. Again, very slow tier rate at the moment, but we can deal with that by getting a lot of extra items. Mini Mush on the right side, so Bystro's itty bitty. And he's also got a speed increase and range increase. So both off and running with their runs here. Alright, probably wasn't trying to do the chest section there, let alone use a key for that lock chest, but Blue Baby Soul will follow, go around the room in that pattern and take the next 3 followers that Diana finds with him while shooting out homing tiers in whatever area she actually, or whatever direction she shoots to. So again, Lipstick, a little bit of extra range there for Diana, and she's on down to her basement too. We got, Duke of Flies are already over halfway dead on Bystro's. And a second item room already here on Diana's as well. And speaking of Mom's lipstick, how about dueling lipstick? So we're both pretty today, but a little bit more range up on Bystro's side as well. So 2 range ups on that floor for him. Again, probably not how you want to start out the run. Health up would have been beneficial there, not so much the range. Alright, on into that second boss fight. Diana already with no key, mind you, is probably going to have to skip an item room. This is getting kind of scary. There you see Bladed Oven going to go ahead and explode. We got Mom's coin purse for a bunch of pills. Diana will randomly take one with her as it spawned on her. Oh, God. Okay. Well, Polyphemus knife. There's that Guppy's tail that, God, Bystro wanted about 2 runs ago. That would have been so much more beneficial then. But how about Polyphemus knife? Oh, Herbita Flurbita. It's stabby time. It's really powerful stabby time for that matter. We also got Anarchist Cookbook for Diana. She's going to spawn 5 to 6 random bombs throughout the room. Oh, sure, why not? How about the Halo for +1 to all of her stats as well? Dear God. So that knife has just a little bit of power on it right now. I was going to say wait for the small rock to pop out of that item rock, but nope, don't need it. Don't need it. Good God. Bystro, by the way, picked up, I think he is, oh God, I can't remember. Oh, speaking of that small rock, lo and behold, it showed up on the other side. Plus damage, minus movement speed, plus fire rate for Bystro. So he's building a nice tier build as well, but yeah, it's not exactly a poly knife. And he's got his second item room, no key for it though again, so geez, with the no keys game, anything? Nothing? Really? He's gonna have to bomb in through his secret room here. How about a little more health up for Diana? Oh my God, really? How about the mark? Sure. How about a little more damage and another soul heart to replace one of those 2 red hearts she just spent? Oh my God, we were gonna one-hit the game, guys. Alright, Bobby Bomb will give homing ability and 5 free bombs to Cdrbystro. Good Lord. Literally, if she doesn't one-hit bosses, I'm going to be kind of shocked right now. That is a lot of damage on this knife. Yeah, oh, sure, why not? Good Lord. And at this point, you're just thinking, like, why is that Blue Baby Soul even necessary? It's not. To answer your question, it's not. How about a little bit of speed up again for Bystro? Still with just speed and range increases off of his bosses and item rooms, it seems. This is getting kind of weird. Thankfully, he got that small rock, so he does get that damage increase, if nothing else. But God, he is flying along already. Look at that. He's just zooming here. Who needs item rooms? Yeah, why not? Diana found hers again. I swear to God, if this is in any way, shape, or form damage up, I'm muting. Alright, well, that's not exactly a bad item either. The miter, there's that, what I was talking about, the aura that you see. That spiky aura is what you see from the miter. That's what threw me off last time, by the way, guys. But the miter, once again, 50% chance now that as red hearts spawn, they're actually blue hearts and much easier for Diana to pick up. Alright, Doctor's Remote, one-time use of Epic Fetus. That will probably get left behind. Indeed, it will by Bystro. He's going to take that, or keep his D6 with him, I should say. Ooh, although it doesn't matter, got actually chomped there. So down on Bystro's side and back to the beginning. Just discard one of every type of item, a bomb, a heart, a key, and a coin. Yeah, might as well check that library. Oh my God! Well, I called the damage up item. Book of BOILeR, ladies and gentlemen. Time and a half damage multiplier. Holy balls. This build right now on Diana's side. Oh God. Alright, how about Tooth Shot as well for Cdrbystro? So nice tooth damage my God, Pestilence, I'm sorry, man. Either way, nice damage multiplier with random teeth coming out of Bystro. But again, that's based off your luck. Not every shot is included with that. But Lord have mercy, that she just literally melted Pestilence. So one cube of meat floating around Diana, orbiting and blocking shots that come near her. Like I said, the damage up on this build is kind of filthy. She didn't even... Look at this. Here's a boss fight. She didn't even pop the Book of BOILeR, might I point out, guys. Didn't even use the time and a half damage multiplier and did that. So, yeah. This build. And she isn't even going to bother with the item room for obvious reasons. Oh, hi, Bloat. Oh, hi, damage multiplier. Oh, goodbye, Bloat. Jesus. Wow. How about the box of items again? How about the tick for 15% automatic damage? And an Emperor card to teleport into a boss fight if you want it. How about flying and spectral tears? Sure, why not, game? Thanks. Good God, so she can fly. She's got a spectral knife, which she already had. But flying ability in the depths is huge, so that was a great purchase right there. This freaking build, you guys. Oh my God. Just look at this. Yeah, wait, I'm sorry, I blinked. What happened? 4 floors, Stavos. That's what happened while you blinked. About Telepathy for Dummies and Monster Manuel on Cdrbystro's side. He's going to take Monster Manuel, which will spawn 1 random follower for you every time you use it. Yep, I got one just based off of my last RAM I had, so I can basically tell you, give or take, about how fast this was. Alright, item rooms for both. We got Abel, so a little bit more damage up, and again, that'll do the exact opposite of what you do for Diana. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, nope, I am mistaken. I thought we had bombs on Bystro's side, but I forgot what it was, and he left it behind anyway, so moot point. Ah, it was a bomb. It was the one-time Mr. Boom use, the space use item. And again, there's that boss fight. So Mom's Foot showing up here on Diana's side. Again, regular Grey Mom. There's that time and a half damage multiplier. Oh my God. Wow. 2 hit. Holy God almighty. She's going to leave behind the, wow. She's going to leave behind the, I can't even think of words now. This is just how powerful this game is. The Cat of Nine Tails would have increased her shot speed, which again would have made her shots travel faster on screen. Not really going to help you with the knife, so leaving it behind. A little bit more health up again. Diana's just basically got this floor to go, and that Emperor card will teleport her directly into her boss fight at the end of the womb, too. I mean, I've seen some damage on Mom's foot before, but dear God, especially with not D6 in anything there. I mean, she D6 one item, but God almighty. She can't take the BOILeR, guys. She's got the tick. Even at that point, you don't need it. But you can't replace the tick with any other trinket. Tick is stuck on you. There is no way to remove it. It's automatic 15% damage with that, too, though. So that's why she basically almost one-hit that thing. It would have been to about, let's say... doing the math on that, probably somewhere around 75% damage with that. Yeah, that's probably about right, given what she's got. Yeah, that about 75% damaged Mom's heart on its own. Or Mom's foot, I should say, on its own with that knife. That's pretty filthy. That is pretty filthy damage right there on that knife. And again, like I said, the automatic damage with the tick was obviously in there, but still, that's filthy damage. She would have two-hit it even without the tick. 141 without Book of BOILeR activated. Base tiers, yeah, okay, there you go. So, Casper put it into perspective here for everybody, in case you can't read it or you're watching the highlights or something. Let's put it this way. Base tiers and Isaac do 3.5 damage a tier. Right now, Diana's do 141 with the knife. If she hits the Book of BOILeR, time and a half on that, 211. Yeah, you heard that right. So she's going to head on into her first boss fight here. Oh, hi, Conquest. And there's that 211 damage. And one hit, and technically two, and 3 hits. Goodbye. She already has flying, isn't going to worry about that. And not much you can do in that devil deal. Ain't going to worry about it. Popping on down to the womb, too. Hitting the Q button, popping into her mom's hard fight. And, yeah, looking for that 2-1 win here is Diana. My God, this run, you guys. And there you go. 2 hits on it again. My Lord. This damage, I'm not even kidding, just ridiculous. Diana's going to